The home of the world's oldest professional football club and one of the largest stadiums in League Two. Hello, and welcome back to the Groundhoppers podcast and Stadiums Ranked, where we rate football stadiums based on our own opinions. I'm, of course, always joined by my co host, who I'm not going to say his name off. How are you, my good friend?
Hello. I'd argue you fucked up in the intro.
Yeah, I did.
It's not stadiums ranked, it's grounds ranked, you muppet. It doesn't
Well,
make a
the thumbnails always say
difference.
Stadiums Ranked because it looks nicer.
Well, that's stupid because it's called grounds ranked.
It looks nicer in the thumbnail. Grounds looks ugly.
I don't care how it looks. It's what it's called.
Anyway, naming
I
aside,
I like
how
how
are
you
you?
made your bed just for this episode. I watched you.
I did.
You literally made your bed just for this episode. You've also left your cupboard open, which is an eyesore. So I think you should go shut it. Shit, number 19, Mason Mount. The only Mason Mount is number 7 at blooming Man United. I'm joking, it's not because it's the same Mason Mount.
Right, cupboard shut. You happy?
Yeah, I'm now happy. Apart from the fact
You're
I've
not
ran
happy.
out of tea. Are we going to actually get into the
Right.
podcast at any point?
Yeah, we probably should, shouldn't we?
Yeah,
Do you want to?
it's a good start because the podcast is good. Even though
If you haven't
turned
watched
it to shit.
slash, if you haven't watched slash listened to the podcast before, on Grounds Ranked especially, we rank football stadiums to this time Meadow Lane, if that wasn't pretty obvious with my facts, on
Meadow
looks,
Lane.
accessibility, food, and atmosphere. We are going to obviously start with the first category, which is looks. And Dylan, I always take away looks, so I'll allow you to this time.
Hey, it's your turn.
I take. Are you really want to go first?
Well, yes. You are going
okay,
first.
I'll go first.
I'm busy.
So I've put for my notes for looks that there are 4 decent sized stands. Obviously, it's a 20,000 approximate capacity. Whatever the capacity actually is, I can't find out because they've seen 5 different numbers. So who knows? The Cop is a good looking stand. The I think it's actually the oldest. It's the only stand. No, because the family stand does. But it's big stand where the most atmosphere is. Away end on the side, I don't really like because when they don't bring many, it looks like you've not brought many because there's just not many people there. The main stand, which is to the right of the car park, I cannot remember the name of it, is a nice stand. I think I like the fact that it's not broken up, but I don't know, it's all right. And the family stand's the smallest stand, and feel like I think there's boxes or something above the family stand, and the fact that it's got pillars in the family stand, I feel like they should remove them because it doesn't look great, and I don't think they're needed. But I may be wrong. So I think it's a good, all right, good looking stadium. What's your opinion, still?
Basically, I've put the exact same as yours. I put this in nice old ground. They sell quite a lot of tickets on good match days. Friday nights, they don't do terribly. I've sat in the big stand and the family stand, and I've chosen the wrong seat in the big stand. It's the one it gave me. I chose choose random, and it gave me. I said best available, and it gave me that. Anyway, so I put the So the view of the pitch is consistently good. The poles in the family stand don't cover too much of the pitch. The away end is large, but it's also an eyesore when there's a small amount of people. So I think they should swap the family stand and the away end when just swap them. Fuck them.
I don't think they will though because the boxes.
They won't, but they fucking should. I've seen home end boxes in away ends.
Yeah, you're referring to Birmingham. You're referring to Birmingham. I know.
It happens.
Because I think they've actually switched the away ends in Birmingham. I think it's actually on the other side to what it used to be. I think.
No.
It's a bit weird. Yeah, I think so.
No, because the away end's the standalone 2-tier stand.
Let me look it up.
Well, you don't need to. It's the one right next. It's the one right next to the scoreboard. It's the standalone 2-tier stand. So you're looking at where the players come out. It's a stand directly to the left. It's on its own. The scoreboard's over there. The stand is there, and the away end's in it.
It's because the video I've seen from the Chef Wednesday fans celebrating a last-minute winner has got the stand to its left being fully complete, when the stand to the left of the away end, to my knowledge, is the one that's broken, that not fully complete, and the old-fashioned one that he's knocking down.
I have no recollection of this old-fashioned stand that needs to be knocked down.
Anyway, we're not doing Birmingham City podcast. We're doing.
We've never
we're
been.
Doing
I mean,
Notts
I've
County.
never
Notts
been.
County.
Your rating, please, Daniel.
Hey, you'll go first because I don't matter. My
What do you
rating will be a 7.5 because I think it's
Oh.
between average. I don't think it's average, but I don't think it's like anything out this world. So it's like it's good. It's not bad. It's good.
Oh.
It's not great.
This is we've actually nearly agreed on this. I've gone a 7.4.
Oh, that's close. We never normally agree. By the way, I just want to make it clear we don't discuss this beforehand because that kind of ruins the point of the podcast. If we discuss beforehand. So basically, we agree on the rating.
Well, I've taken 0.1 point off, but still, we agree. We say we agree.
That's close enough.
It counts as an agreement. Yeah.
When there's 100 numbers you can choose from, it's pretty close.
Well, what? Oh yeah, no, yeah. I'm terrible at that. Yeah. So agreeing is the first time it happened.
Accessibility, Dylan, take it away.
So I've gone that it's quite accessible from the railway station. It's about a 5 to 10 minute walk. It's easy to navigate. Just down one main road, you're basically there. You can see it on the bridge next to the railway station. But the trains back on a Friday night aren't very consistent.
Tell the story.
I forgot what time it was. Did we get there about 9:30, and then we missed it, and then the 10 o'clock train got cancelled, so we had to wait till 10:30?
There was a train. We didn't realise that we needed to rush, and we left the stadium. I think it was about 9:15, and we missed a train that was at 9:30.
Then the next train was at 10:30, and we had no phone battery.
No, I think no. The next train was at 10:30, but that was cancelled. So the next.
So we had to get the 11 o'clock train. We both had no phone battery, and we ended up pacing up and down the platform for an hour and a half because it was cold. We had no battery on our phones, and we had no music, and we had no way of getting home until the 11 o'clock train, and it was 9:30, and it was cold, dark, wet at one point, and we were just wet, somewhat wet, and then we were just pacing up and down the platform, getting our steps in. It was a terrible day. Well, a terrible train station after a Friday night kickoff. But I don't blame the trains. I blame us for not getting on the 9:30 train.
I've put on my notes. It's a short walk away from Nottingham Station. Nottingham Station. It's not the biggest, most used train station, but it's used. You've got good connections. There's some trains that go up north. There's some trains that go down south, just to explain every train station. But there's a lot of connections like Sheffield, Derby, I think some to London, that kind of area. So they're all connected. So it's not bad. The issue is, though, that because it's not like a Derby where every train that goes to London or every train that goes to Sheffield goes to Nottingham, it means that on Friday evenings there's only one an hour or something like that. So it's a bit unreliable. But again, the stadium can't do anything about that. It's close, accessible. It's also easy to get to from the motorway, I believe, but I've never done it, so I can't judge. Also, it's next to it's in a big city, so that kind of adds to the accessibility. It's like central big city, so there's like shops. That's accessible.
Yeah, not every train does stop in Nottingham. My train down to London on the 25th doesn't stop in Nottingham. It's only Derby and Leicester.
Most London ones don't. But
mine's Derby. Well, the train back that I got from watching Wimbledon, that stopped at Nottingham. But that was at like 8 o'clock at night when my phone died. But still, so my train only stops at Derby and Leicester. And if you want a train that stops at Nottingham, it's either the train back from Leeds, the northern train back from Leeds, I think. because the Leeds one goes to Nottingham and then goes back to Leeds. No, because it goes from just south of Nottingham through Nottingham up to Leeds, and then it does that route back and forth. So that's one of the trains that takes you to Nottingham.
So, what have you got accessibility?
I've taken the hour and a half delay in account, but it's not massively impacted the rating. The fact that not all train stops in Nottingham also has impacted my rating, but I've gone a 6.5.
Okay. Right. I'm pretty close. By the way, you're messing with the bottom of your microphone. Could be picked up by your microphone.
What this? The little no.
Very loud.
You see, I knew that, but I kept doing it. I don't know why.
I've gone a bit higher because I've gone a 7.3, mainly because Nottingham, while not the most connected station, is still connected, and it's in the city centre, so they can't really do too much. The location of the stadium, they can't do anything about the fact that trains don't stop in Nottingham. That's not the position of the stadium's fault.
Yeah, but one annoying thing about the train station is it ticket controlled, like the ticket machines.
Yes,
because the exit we always go out at doesn't check your tickets because it's not an exit. It's just you walk straight through it. You could have got on a train without a ticket and walked straight through the exit.
But that's most stations.
No, it's not. It's a platform. Well, it is, but it's a platform. It's a platform exit, and it's annoying. It's really annoying. Every station should have them ticket machines as well.
Moving on to food. Good category, food. Very good category. Big fan of it. I've written on my notes something that is going to sum up with what Dylan's about to say when he gets onto it. Pies are nice, but they're not very memorable, so they can't get that high, right? And they're nice. I remember eating them, and I liked it at the time. It's not like a Stockport pie, which I hated, but it's a pie that I liked at the time. But I can't really remember it, and I only went like a couple of months ago. But to say that's not like that. Currently they're at around a 5, maybe a 5.5. But they do have several food vans around the stadium. They one just next to the family stand, which is like where you can get chips and stuff, and they've got a very nice burger van outside the Cop, which I indulged in and enjoyed very heavily. So it's above average. It's definitely above average, but it's nothing like miraculously special. It's not like it's not being like high ratings. It's good, but it's not terrible. It's good, but it's not the best. Done.
I have a feeling we might have agreed a little bit on the score because I put that they were nice. They were reasonably priced, which I remember. But I can't remember what pie I had. The concourse. I'm mentioning this even though it's not relevant. It had a bit of AstroTurf in it. It wasn't relevant, but it was comfy to stand on when you're standing in the queue. That's about all my notes that I've put. The fact that the pies weren't memorable.
So, rating wise, I think it's a difficult one for rating wise as well because it's like, do you take into account the pies? Do you take into account the food vans? Or like you got to mix it. It's like the pies are about like they're above average, so they're above 5, so they'd be about a 5.5. I'd say the food vans, because that burger that I had at the food vans, and I remember the chips were very nice. So that's like a 9 plus. So in the middle, it's got to meet, I think, at about a 7.6. What I could.
Okay, you know when I said we were about to agree,
yeah,
we haven't. Well, I've gone with a 6.4 mainly because I couldn't remember what pie I had.
I can agree. Yeah, I agree.
I couldn't remember if I could remember the pie a lot more, it would have been a bit higher.
You never went to the burger van.
Well, no, I had a hot dog. I remember getting a hot
the
dog
burger
from
van
the burger
outside the Cop. If you went to the burger van outside your Cop, your rating's going, whoa.
Oh no, but the burger van outside the family stand, I remember going to it because there were massive queues and there was one in one end and one in the other.
Yeah.
And it was like this little square where there was two food vans.
I remember we saw people having chips and we're like, where the fuck have they got these chips from?
And then we looked and we saw the burger van. I don't think there was an actual proper concourse at the family stand though.
No, there was because that's right. No, because you had a hot dog before the game because we knew that was there and we went there, but we didn't know that there were also stuff on the outside. So there's a lot of places to get food. But
to be honest, I didn't know there was a built-in concourse on that stand on the day. So that's why I gone with a 6.4 mainly because I didn't know there was a built-in. Well, that's now impacted it. That it's now justified my 6.4 because I didn't know there were pies in that stand.
So, Dylan, tell me about the atmosphere.
So basically, I put that the atmosphere was good when I went to the games. They do like to score a lot of goals because it was 5-0 against Morecambe and a 3-0 against Maidstone, which is a total of 8 goals that I've seen in 2 games at home. So they do quite like to score a lot of goals. That's all I've put.
Right, okay. I will take over because I've put a bit more down. I have put down that the atmosphere on the Cop is good. Very good,
Oh, it
actually.
is good. Oh, the stand shaking, bloody hell, bloody hell.
Yeah.
I did not like that one bit.
I don't think it's anything. The rest of the stands, the main stand, the corporate stand, so there's not much. You never get much channel out of that. And obviously, the other stand's a family stand, which is why I think the stadium is designed a bit poorly because there's 2 stands. You're not really going to get much channel out at all because they're the corporate stand and the family stand. So it's basically concentrated on one, which is a good thing in one way because it means that the atmosphere from that stand will be better, which it is. So yeah, I have also put though the none of the away fan ends I've ever been to have had high attendances because Maidstone brought about 100, and so did Morecambe and Fleetwood, which I went to this season. Fleetwood game was good, and they did bring atmosphere. They do. I think there was a pyro lit off during it, so that's good. But obviously, if you went to like a big game like Chesterfield or like Mansfield or a big game like that, then there'd be more to bounce off of with the fans. So it probably would be better, but I haven't been to that, and I could only rate what I've been off.
Oh, them videos of that Mansfield away end at Notts County. Have you seen them videos? that atmosphere was insane. Mainly because it's a derby, but
Yeah.
still. Your
Yeah,
score, please, Daniel.
My score, I have given it. It was difficult. I've changed this since what I gave it to originally, and I have given it a 6.5, which could be classed as harsh, but I don't think it is. I think that's about fair.
Wow. I've also given it a 6.5.
Oh, first agreement. I don't think we've agreed before.
Well, the
That's
only
interesting.
agreement that we've had before was the first category, which was the closest agreement we've ever
It
had.
was close, yeah, but that's a full perfect agreement, and that's quite impressive.
Now
That
I've
means
got to
I
calculate my
think our
score.
ratings could be pretty similar.
Now I've got to
So
calculate
now
my
we are
score.
on to. So that part of the podcast complete. We will calculate the score, and we will predict a match, which could be quite difficult because this is being recorded
Well, the last 2
very in
predictions we've done
advance.
haven't
Because I am
happened yet.
so yes, I am not able to record when we want to record for the next couple of weeks. So we are pre-recording. Probably won't
Well,
pre-record another one
that's
because we
only
don't get
that's
too
only
far
because you're
behind
up.
on score predictions.
That's only because you're up in Chesterfield. That's the only
Yes,
reason
yes. So
you can't record.
Saturday, 26th of October, we are going to pick a Notts County game because I do want to do that for most of them, where I pick a game the team's playing in. And Notts County are playing on the 26th. They are playing at home to Harrogate Town. So Notts County versus Harrogate Town. I will allow you to look at players because I think you
Oh no,
probably
I
know
definitely
about
am.
one from. Yeah, because we are recording this on the 9th of October, so the neither of the teams have played. They're missing probably I think 2 games actually, but yeah. So currently, when we're recording this, Notts County are 5th and Harrogate 18th.
Dan, can I ask
Harrogate in the
something?
last 2 have won 2. Yes,
Why the hell are Celtic playing Sligo Rovers in a club friendly
because they play friendlies.
mid season?
Chef
Yeah,
Wednesday play
we're
it
playing it
prior
behind
before
a behind
pre-season
closed doors one, yeah, before Burnley.
just to keep close.
Anyway,
So can I? So actually, wait. First, before we go into that game, have you tallied up your ratings, Dylan?
oh yeah, I have. Also, I'd argue you said you can't record for 2 weeks. I'd argue the week after I can't record either because I'm coming down on the Friday and
Yeah, but
you
we
go
can.
back
No,
on
but
the
that's what I mean.
Tuesday.
No, but we can record that. There's a time. We'll find a time we can
What, a
record that.
Wednesday or a Thursday?
Just so
I mean, that would work.
we're slightly higher up in.
But that's only one episode that we could record. Anyway, I have calculated my total, and I'm gonna let you go first.
You want me to go first? Interesting. I have calculated my total and have given it a 28.9. So it's quite high.
Yours is a bit higher than mine. I've gone with a 26.8.
Interesting. Do you know where that puts you in your leaderboard?
That puts it fifth out of 6.
Oh, right, okay. That's interesting. Mine is actually climbing up. It's not 6th. It's not 5th. We've only done 6.
It's 4th.
It's not 4th. It's 3rd. 3rd place.
That just shows how harsh your ratings are.
It is very close between. It's pretty close in there, but it's on 28. So in second, Hillsborough's on 29. Go back and watch that pod. In third, it's on 28.9, obviously. And in fourth, Bramall Lane's on 28.7. You can't watch that pod, but you can go listen to it. So I would recommend it.
Okay, I will. I'm going to list some of them around around this one. So in last place is Loftus Road with 24.8.
Disappointing performance from Loftus Road.
Obviously, Notts County at 26.8. Rotherham United at 28, just above it. And that's about it.
That's all you do. Yeah. That's pretty decent from... That's not a great performance, but there's loads of grounds, so will it remain in the top 5? Who knows? Will mine remain 3rd? Who knows? Find out in the next episode.
Probably not.
Grounds Ranked, where we will be doing, before we did... Actually, no, we'll give... You know what? I'll wait for the spoiler. Dylan, your score prediction for Notts County, Harrogate Town, and your first goal scorer.
I am going to go with... Oh, shit. One second. I'm going to go with a 2-1 Notts County.
2-1 Notts County. Your first goal scorer?
My first goal scorer will be McGoldrick. I hate to say it, but McGoldrick.
I've gone pretty similar because I watched Notts County play one game this season, as already mentioned. The Fleetwood game. Their defence was terrible, but Fleetwood do seem to be decent. So I am going to throw in a 3-1 Notts County and the captain Dan Crowley to get the goal. There you go.
At the time of recording, the last time they've lost against Northampton, lost against Port Vale. So I'm thinking they're going to bounce back and beat Harrogate 2-1. Simple.
And the games I got before that. Do you want to do the spoiler for the next episode?
I don't know what we're recording next episode.
So next episode we are staying in League 2 actually, but we're going from up the top to right down at the bottom. We are going to be telling you our thoughts on the Mazuma Stadium and Morecambe Football Club. Interesting story there. There's some interesting stories we will tell in there.
What are you on about? You're talking about the table. Oh, the table. I thought you were talking about geographically. I'm like, he's going to talk about Wimbledon. No. Morecambe's north. Morecambe's north of Nottingham.
The ratings will be interesting. We've got some stories to tell because we had an interesting day in Morecambe. But that is the end of that episode. Hope you have enjoyed. I'm kind of doing your bit here. Make sure to follow the podcast on Twitter, Instagram, whatever else it's on. Make sure to subscribe if you're watching on YouTube, just to increase our subscriber count, because that's always nice. Share it with anyone who you think may be interested, and I'll let you do the actual outro part.
I'm going to tell people first, currently our subscriber count on YouTube, it is 9. We currently have 9 subscribers. Our last video has got 43 views in 2 days.
That's pretty good.
6 comments. This is the QPR one. 3 of them were us.
This will be up by the time that comes out. It could be up.
It's got 6 comments.
25 subscribers, or
it's got 6 comments. 3 of them. It's got 6 comments. 3 of them were us.
Make sure to subscribe.
Anyway, please do subscribe. Like the video if you're watching on YouTube. If you're on Spotify, leave a rating. We appreciate all the ratings. Currently, our rating is, I believe, is
quite
one
high.
second. It is shit. It's not showing me. It is a 4.2 out of 17 ratings.
4.2 out of 5. That's not bad. Increase it. Please increase it. 5-star.
But
5.
the one annoying thing about Spotify is it thinks we're an American football podcast, which is completely wrong. We're not.
Yeah,
Which
that's
is
what we are.
probably what
American
some of the
football.
ratings were from American football fans who come over.
If you want us to do American football, I'll get Dylan to watch it, and then we can do some American football.
And if you want us to do any hockey, because we are Groundhoppers, we're not technically football.
Groundhoppers, not us. Yeah. So if we could do whatever you want. Give us some grounds to go to, and we will go to them.
It's grounds.
Unless
It's not
they're really
football
expensive.
grounds. Apart from the fact
Well,
how in the about it says football matches. But once we've done
I
the
do
entire,
I do have plans to go to America. So good to get some American.
you've not had
do some
any
ice hockey.
plans to do America.
I've got many plans to go to Canada and America. Thank you very much, mate.
Sure.
Don't
You
tell
can't afford it though.
me. Could show you. Yeah, no. That's why the plans. By the way, I know people will ask this question. The Chelsea shirt is just because Dylan told me to put a football shirt on.
Because we have
don't
a
actually support
rule.
Chelsea.
We have a rule in this podcast now that I've just started because we've just started doing cameras that we have to have a football shirt on at every episode.
Also, I should mention this just because there'll also be comments. There may be comments. People will tell me about it. The camera quality will improve because we just are poor people. And I'm
We
a
are
student, so I
using
can't afford
literal laptops.
anything.
We are both using
I
laptops.
live off chocolate buttons. I can't afford anything.
I
can't
live
afford.
off of tea and my dad's food in the house. And I've only got
Yes.
toilet roll in that bin, so I can't really show you anything. And my
Why you got
Xbox,
toilet roll in the bin?
And because I've not
Yep,
got a bin in my
so-
bathroom.
Could you also?
And
Could you also?
This is the only car I've got.
I mean, this is the only car you could drive for your
He's
life.
gone, but I'm just gonna say bye.
Back again.
Guten Bayern Tagen.